Hey, listen up. We got another episode of Wise Kracks, featuring the crack man himself, Bill Krackomberger, and our co-host, Jon Orlando, straight from Las Vegas. Wise Kracks is your ticket inside the world of sports betting, with tips, picks, special guests, and more. Only on WSN.com.
Welcome back to another week of Wise Kracks. The World Series champion has been crowned. The NFL's in full swing, and the UFC's got a little chaos going on. This is going to be a fun show with no guest, Bill Krackomberger. It's just me and you today.
Are you friends with the Osmonds at all?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah.
I wore the purple for you. Purple socks and everything.
I like it.
Just to let you know. Okay.
Wait, what made you think of that?
I don't know.
Oh.
Just because of Jon Orlando.
Yeah. Donnie, Marie, and even Merrill and all the other brothers.
Yeah, Donnie and Marie seem like they're really nice people.
So nice.
Yeah.
Donnie Osmond is really funny.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Have you ever seen his show?
No.
Would you go?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you set up, Bill
good.
Krackomberger. He's the nicest guy ever.
Oh, you go with me.
Sure.
Yeah. All right.
Do we do like a double date?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in.
Bring the girls.
I'm in.
Yeah, sure.
I'm in. Lots to talk about. Let's start with the World Series. I guaranteed that the Phillies were going to beat the Astros.
I made a bet, a $2,500 bet against two guys who are just bad. I mean, they're just bad. They're really Jinxie Jonas. And now I know who's more Jinxie or Jonah. No, sorry. It is what, John.
Yeah.
You can make money doing this.
Yeah.
It's just as good to find a bad handicapper as a winning handicapper.
Right.
My man.
All they want to know is the outcome. However they get there doesn't matter.
It's good. Just
predicting a loser is as good as a winner.
Keep sending everything.
Keep sending. Okay. Yeah. All right. I do have a 3-team parlay that can't miss that we'll talk about later.
Oh.
We're going to talk about later.
I can't miss.
Okay? Can't miss. Bet the house.
Oh, boy.
I wouldn't say bet the house, but I have a good one I think you're going to like. But before we get to that, what did you think of the Mattress Mac? Walked off with $75 million?
I've heard enough of Mattress Mac.
You're over it?
I've heard enough of Jake Paul. Let's get on to things.
You don't like the circus acts. You don't like circus.
Not that they're circus acts. I mean, we had Jake's manager, our trainer on here. He's a nice
BJ,
guy.
Yep.
BJ. I'm just enough's enough now. We've had enough. That's it.
Moving on.
Let's get into real stuff.
Happy for Dusty Baker that he got his first ring?
I actually was happy for him. I was happy for some of those guys over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind rooting for cheaters once in a while.
Well, this is his first year with them.
I'm being funny.
Yeah, I think that's why they brought him in, right? Because they know he's respected. He's going to be playing it straight up. Right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. We almost had him as a guest.
Almost. He's in Hawaii. We're going to get him eventually. But he's in Hawaii just chilling. So I'm going to let the guy chill. Won his first World Series.
Congratulations to them. It looks like the Philly teams, again, as usual, have no heart to close. It just bothers me.
Yeah. I mean,
tough teams. We'll see with the Eagles this year. We'll see what happens.
They'll falter?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the NFL, specifically the Jets and the Seahawks.
Listen. Yeah, I went on a big show last week on Fox. I went on this guy, Jason McIntyre. He is the right-hand man of Colin Cowherd. He's on every show with him.
Yep.
So Jason's podcast, I specifically talked about that game. I said, listen, these Buffalo Bills are the same Buffalo Bills who lost to Jacksonville last year, 9-6 as a 17-point favorite. Anything can happen. Yeah. I'm not laying double digits in any NFL game.
Yeah.
I told him that. He actually agreed with me. He said, wow, that's a good point. He said, they may overlook it. They may, and that happened. It wasn't. I didn't bet them. I didn't bet either way. I didn't bet the Jets, but I'm not betting no double-digit favorites. I'm not doing it. It showed up. Sure enough, the night game. Same thing happened in night game. Kansas City almost lost outright.
Yeah.
Double-digit favorite. Game went from 12, 12.5, 13, 14. Game time was 14. Listen, the sports books cleaned up again. They're having one of the biggest years ever. I don't want to hear any of you complaining.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear any of you telling me you had a bad week in NFL and you had a good one in college. You've made enough money where the rest of the year, if you break even, you had a hell of a year. I don't want to hear any of yous.
It's been favorites just busting. Underdogs busting up the clear favorites.
Unders
right?
too.
I mean, Buffalo's supposed to destroy them.
They're supposed to. But that's the reason why I'm saying these double.
Yeah.
You can't trust double-digit favorites. You can't.
The Jets and the Seahawks have already covered their season total wins.
They have. Yeah. I mean, you're talking about some guys, managers, coaches of the year. I'll put the Giants in that mix too. These are these guys are doing unbelievable jobs between Seattle's coach, Jets coach, Giants coach. Doing great. I'm one of those guys that admit to being a loser on something. I had the Giants under season wins. That's a loser. I went under 7.5. Do they have 7? I don't
Giants,
know.
I think, are at 6 or 7.
But
yeah.
they're gonna
get there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're gonna get there.
Underdogs went 7-3-2 against the spread, and the unders are 8-4 this past
how
weekend.
do they adjust these numbers enough? I'm looking at. Let's look at the current lines. God, how many points does the books have to keep on moving down to? I mean, this week again though, you could see these totals, and
it's the highest percentage of unders through week 9 in any season since 1991.
I mean, we have totals all in the 40s, one in the 50s, Jacksonville, Kansas City, but everything's in the 40s. Last year, 2 years ago, every week you had 5-6 totals in the 50s.
Right.
So they're moving them down more and more. You have a couple 39, 40 and a half, 40 and a half. How low are they supposed to go? It's just it's really unbelievable.
And it seems like, I mean, this is just my eyeballs telling me this, no like real research or anything, but I feel like the teams that you expect to like always come out of the gates swinging, like Tampa, or Brady, Rodgers, like their first halves are horrible. Like they can't score.
The only team, the Eagles, have been a real big first half team.
Yeah.
The Eagles have been really doing, even though I don't think they covered Minnesota. I think it was 14-14. But before that, they were like unbeaten first half. So you're absolutely right. It's fun to watch, though. There's a lot of things happening that make it fun to watch. But I'll tell you, this year is no joke for NFL, man. It's tougher to beat than ever because it's just a tough sport to beat, man.
Yeah.
And you just don't know what's going on in the NFL.
Now, when this is happening, does it make you change the way you're betting? Like, do you lay off more games this season?
Well, I don't do sides anyway.
Right.
Very rare. I'll do them here in town and get some extra half points here and there. But I really am not an NFL side guy. And exactly why. Any given Sunday, anything can and will happen. This season is really the epitome of what that saying is.
Yeah.
So
I was watching the games this past Sunday over at Resorts World in their little sportsbook bar with some friends, and my buddy Nick was like going crazy because he teased a lot of games, and even teasing them, he still didn't. I can't remember where you stand with teasing. You're against teasing, right? Like,
listen, teasers, they just charge too much.
Got it.
They're charging a lot more than there. I used to pay $1.15 for a 7-point teaser. I'll go up to $1.30. There's places in this town charge $1.60. No one's beating $1.40, by the way. Nobody. Sharpest guys in the world. And it's called Wong teasers. The basic strategy teasers going through the numbers of 7 and 3 just haven't been getting the money this year. So I put a couple out there early in the season. I think I'm 1 and 2, and that's that. I'm just in a wait and see mood. I mean, the New England played Chicago a couple weeks ago, primetime football. New England was like 8.5, 9.5. When you tease them down through the 7, through the 3, down to 2. Doesn't matter. They lost anyway. It's just that's exactly what's been happening this year. And just even last year, struggling with teasers. So I'd rather bet some other things, some correlations maybe. I'll do some, of course, some first half totals. I'll do a lot of props. That's it. I'm looking to steal. I'm not looking to bet something that's covered by every major network, and that the irons are the ironed out lines are so good.
Yeah.
And
I know you don't love future bets, but like around.
I'll do some futures. Oh, you're talking about like betting the Giants to win the Super Bowl.
Well, like right now that you've seen it kind of shake out. I mean, there's no clear cut who's going to do it.
Yeah.
Do you look for any dogs right now? Is the time to do that?
Excellent point. Excellent point.
I'm learning, Bill.
Yeah, no,
I'm learning.
Excellent point. You will now because the parity in this league is so unbelievable.
Right.
This year, almost anyone can win.
Right.
Buffalo can lose. Kansas City can lose.
Like I almost is it crazy?
Philadelphia could lose. I know people are saying Philadelphia could lose.
I feel like value on the Jets just to get there. Maybe like freaks of.
I do a Fox show on Sunday. I pull out. It's sponsored by MGM. I pull up. We have their risk manager, the head of risk. Season week 1, he laughed. We said, is there any bets that you really are laughing at? And he goes, yeah, mate. He's from across the pond.
Yeah.
We took 10,000 on the Jets to win $2 million. Like,
wow.
He was laughing at that.
Yeah. Now he's
and by the way, they took 10,000 to win, I think 1.5 million on just winning the AFC.
Right.
Like, I'm not. Listen, we know it's still a 100th.
But what it does do is it creates a hedge opportunity down the stretch, right?
Listen, I'm not a hedge guy. But however, if you can get those type of odds, you can bet with the intent
You
on
could be
hedging.
sitting pretty.
All they got to
Right,
do is make
right,
the playoffs.
right.
So here, let's look at NFL. Let's look at team futures. All they got to do is make the play. To make the playoffs, you're going to make money. All
Right.
Oh, let's see. The Jets are still getting no respect.
What are they, like 30-1 or something?
No.
More?
Much more.
Come on. Wait, to win the Super Bowl or to
Yeah,
win?
they're 100-1. See that? Still, they're 100.
I just, no, like, why not?
100-1 to win the Super Bowl. How about just the conference?
$20?
Jets to win. Jets to win the league now. We're 150. Now they're down to 50-1. So
I want you to put
50-1.
$5,000 on the Jets today. Come on.
50-1.
Come on.
Yeah.
Do it right
See,
now.
if they get to the let's see.
Let's make
division.
Wise Kracks history right now.
I mean, this is the best way to go. The division, just to win the division, they can't beat Buffalo. No, they're not beating.
wait, they just beat Buffalo.
I know they're not beating Buffalo in the division though.
Wait a minute. They
they're-
just beat Buffalo.
Yeah, but it's hard to beat a team twice, by the way, throughout the season. Buffalo Jets, they won't overlook them next time. I think they are playing again. Buffalo Jets, yeah, the Jets are 25-1 to win. That'd be the way to go. If you want to bet
win the division?
yeah, maybe. Yeah, let's see NFL. Let's see what NFL. That's yeah, they standings. Yeah, they can't win.
Come on.
They
Put
can't win the
it
division.
down right now.
No.
$1,000? $1,000?
Wow, look at that. They're tied.
Come on.
6-3. Well, the Buffalo's 6-2. Jets are 6-3.
Come on.
I'm just trying to think. Miami Dolphins are 6-3. I didn't even realize.
Yes.
That.
These
The
are.
two of Dolphins are 6-3, and they're sitting at.
Let's make some crazy bets
10-1?
right now, Bill Krackomberger. Come on.
I don't know. It's like all it takes is there's a quarterback issue on Buffalo this week.
Yeah.
He
Wait,
might-
what?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Come on.
90% he's not playing.
Oh, okay.
So
I
Allen's
thought you
not
meant
playing.
benched. Okay.
No, he's just not playing. He's
Okay,
hurt.
okay.
So, I don't know. Just if it's just an interesting situation.
Jets
That's all
just
I'm saying.
sneak in there. They're the little engine that could.
I mean, can you name any players on the Jets?
Not
I mean, that's
one.
what I'm saying. Yeah. Let me just see. I want to see Buffalo line this week. I know it was in red. So anyway, listen. This is Buffalo, Minnesota 3. Look, John.
Minnesota's good.
Look, it was 9. See the line 9.
Yeah,
Buffalo
yeah,
9.
yeah.
3.5. That's
Wow.
That's close to the quarterback. Yeah.
Wow.
It was 9 points. It was, and now it's 3.5. So anyway, anything can and will happen, guys. Jon Orlando just killed the New York Jets. The Richard Todd-backed New York Jets. That's before your time.
Oh my God.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, you're killing me. Okay, let's move on to my favorite topic, the UFC. This past weekend, there's been some drama.
Yeah.
They're talking about maybe a
I can't pronounce the
fixed
names.
fight.
Shayalan
Sure,
Nuderbeki
go for it.
win over Derek Minor.
Yeah,
Have you heard of either one of these fighters?
not until they fought.
Because it was the 7th fight down on the list.
I
noticed.
was there too.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah, I was there.
So let me just be blunt. So now I see that ESPN came out with a whole article on it, and it's being investigated by all these different organizations. How much money do you guys think you can get down? Seventh tiered. This wasn't the main. This wasn't the undercard. This wasn't the cards. This was like the 7th fight. Like there were 7 fights to go. I mean, 6 fights to go before the main event. Listen, I bet sports for a living. I don't know how much I could get down. I maybe can get down. I don't know, maybe 20,000. That's a lot. That's a lot on this type of fight.
Because you have to spread it around.
Oh, you have to spread it, and no one takes anything. They take a dime max bet. They take, like maybe like a Circa or the bigger books in town will take 3 dimes.
Right.
I'm sure the other smaller books were taking nickels. I mean,
Really?
So I don't know how much money you could even get down. Now, was it a fixed fight? Was it out of the fixed camp there or something?
I don't think
It's
so.
a big investigation now. I mean, it is.
I think he was just hurt, and that
Yeah.
got out somehow, right?
I think he was hurt. Now, John, you said something before the show started, though. You said
Almost
guys
every
go
fighter
in,
that goes in has something.
but not to this point.
Okay,
probably.
fair enough. But
Yeah.
with T.J. Dillashaw a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
separated his
That was
shoulder.
a giant
Round
by the way,
1.
this was a big controversy too.
Right.
Yeah, I think wasn't Dana mad?
Because
or
it
something?
separated a couple times in camp. Yeah, Dana was saying like he feels the
Yeah.
UFC should have known about that.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're competing though. You don't want to
Yeah.
disclose that, and you probably just think I can tough through it. I can get through it or whatever.
Yeah.
And
I was
get it.
sitting. I was sitting with a sharp guy.
Yeah.
I went to the Win. My buddies were in town at the Win. I usually don't go to the Win for the whole day. I usually go for a little while. I love the Win, by the way. Love the Win.
So
Sportsbook.
nice.
It's just so nice, and they're good there.
I just hate that they took the deli out.
Well, the deli's gone. Yeah.
The deli
but
was
it's still
so good.
called
It's
the
still
same,
good. Yeah, the food's good.
Yeah,
in
it was
that place,
Zuzu
but
crackers. What it was.
I would get a
Yeah.
corned beef sandwich, sit in that thing, watch the
it's
game.
nice
They
getting
put
the
an hour
38
time limit on you, but whatever.
Yeah, I've been there. $38 it was for corned beef sandwich. But anyway, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's double the price of Katz's almost. But no, it's a really good deli. It was named after a casino host that was a giant, bringing customers in.
I didn't know that.
Oh, he was bringing in tons of customers. The name slips me. He's a legendary guy. He was Steve Wynn's guy. But anyway, I was sitting with a friend there at the book,
Yeah.
and I was saying how good the book is to me. They're good. They're good to me. People are a little bit tough on the Wynn, and I don't know. The Wynn is very good to me. It's a beautiful book. They have a VIP section. The guy Doug who runs the book there knows what he's doing. It's pretty hard to manage a book where you're getting bets just from one crowd, and you have to take bets from certain people because they're high limit players. Now your book's at exposure just for the day because of one player that's a $1 million player in a casino. Meanwhile, your book's is literally your win loss is based on him. Now the bank examiner's upstairs, all the guys with the pencils in their ears, and you're supposed to win, and you have to explain to them, no, we didn't win because this guy that plays baccarat, he won $700,000 from us this week.
Right.
It's a tough thing to manage.
Sure.
So he does a great job over there. Anyway, so I was sitting at the Wynn. I got this text from someone, and the text was like, "Oh, you could bet this is a good fight. I'm hearing a lot of the sharp guys are on it, but I can't lay 330. It was minus 330 because it opened up minus 230. So I see it opened up. I'm thinking the value's gone already. My college basketball handicapper told me, wait a minute. I got a text from someone totally different 20 minutes ago about this fight. I called him. I couldn't get him down. I couldn't bet it. And I'm like, wow. So this is two different guys on this. Maybe I'll see if I can bet a dime. I won't have to counter bet a dime on it. I bet $1,000. It wasn't a big deal. They took the bet, but it's just, I don't know. You can't get down any big money on these fights for it to be fixed.
Right. Yeah.
Fixed.
I just think those fighters, like I have enough friends that fight, man.
The main event you could. If it was a main event, main event.
Could get the bets down.
You get six figures. On a
I
main
just
event.
think these guys are so prideful.
Yeah.
They all want to win. Like they long to. Like I just don't see.
Thinking that if it's a lower level guy, it's only getting paid $20,000 for a fight. I don't know if they get paid that little bit of money, but they might.
Some of them.
So $20,000 for a fight, and they can make an extra 100. They're thinking, but then they realize after they start betting, you can't. I mean,
right.
I'm not saying that even happened. That would be illegal. They got to be.
Yeah, but even then,
banished.
like the loss, I feel like they all are expecting to be champion one day. Like they all, and so
point.
I just don't see that. I
point.
don't see it happening. It's not worth. Yeah, there might be some dummy that goes, and he's just got short-sighted and he can't see the big picture. He just sees the big prize and maybe, but I don't know, man. I just don't see it at that level. I just can't imagine a pro UFC fighter doing
Robert
that.
just texted us this.
Yeah.
Surgery is paid for
because he got hurt in the fight. Oh, so
is that the way it works?
Yeah. If you get hurt in practice, you're off the clock, so to speak. But if you get hurt in a fight,
good point.
But
Robert.
even then, man, I know on the inside, the UFC's taking care of a lot of guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I know Dana gets a lot of bad press or whatever. They talk about fighter pay and all that nonsense, but
Dustin Poirier. Wait a minute. When's he fighting?
This weekend. Let's talk about this weekend's card because
I'm going to be with him. I didn't tell you yet.
What?
Yeah, I'm going to be with him on next Thursday. Not this Thursday, next Thursday.
Where? How? Where? How?
Teddy texted me and said,
"Oh, the charity event?"
Yeah. He said, "Hey, you want to go to lunch or dinner? We'll go to lunch or dinner the day before if you want to go. I'm only inviting a couple people."
Where is that?
Yeah. In Staten Island.
In Staten Island.
Yeah. I don't really. I know he was great, right?
Poirier's still great.
He's still great.
Still great. So he beat Conor twice.
I know he did.
I hate saying that.
I know he did. So I thought he was like that's the end of it. Like
no. Poirier is he's right there. I mean he lost.
I heard of Chandler too.
He lost. Mike Chandler is a beast. Listen, I love both fighters. This ties into my can't miss parlay.
Oh,
Michael Chandler at plus 180, not taking anything away from Dustin, but I will take Michael Chandler at plus 180 all day long. Michael Chandler almost knocked out Charles Oliveira round 1, who was the champ that just lost the belt a week or two ago.
Oh, okay.
Charles Oliveira.
I'm looking for Teddy's
He lost to
text.
Makhachev.
Yeah. Right.
But Chandler is a monster. His pace is crazy. He comes right at you like a buzzsaw.
So maybe you're saying he might have a chance.
He should not be plus 180. I think this should be a pick 'em.
Wow, that's a bet then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. To me, Michael Chandler is a lot to deal with, and I'm a Poirier fan. I'm not taking anything away from him. He's got great boxing. Chandler's got one punch knockout power. I don't think Dustin's really got one punch knockout power. He's got some power, but Chandler's got a great chin.
Okay.
Yeah, his cardio is crazy. He can wrestle.
Teddy's got a couple big guys coming to this fight.
Yeah?
A couple big guys. There was another guy too, but that Poirier was the main one.
Yeah.
Not this fight. This charity event. So
yeah.
they were very nice.
And then there's Carla Esparza, who's the current champ. The current champ is an underdog against Weili Zhang. I do agree with that. I think Weili Zhang will beat Carla Esparza. She's a big favorite. She's like minus 325.
That's the other guy coming. Poirier and
Adesanya. He's the main event. Yeah. So
main event when?
This Saturday. Israel
Wait, is
Adesanya.
the fight in New York?
Yes, Madison Square Garden.
That's it then. That's why.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's the fight's in New York, Madison Square Garden.
Wow.
Yep. It's a crazy card.
Teddy's covering the show. Yeah, they're both fighting a week before the dinner at MSG.
Yeah.
I'm covering the show for ESPN.
Yeah.
I'm reading it here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Adesanya.
So will you be in New York this Saturday?
I'm going to be in New York. I'm leaving Saturday night. Oh, look who else is coming. Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan, the comedian.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Tracy Morgan's going.
Very cool.
Him and Teddy are friends.
So wait, can you go to the fight if I get you tickets? Do you want to
No,
go?
I'm not flying until Saturday. I have to be here for a lunch Saturday, and it's.
Well, that would have been a good first fight for you. That would have been a good one.
Late Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, Marv Albert. You know him too?
Of course.
Marv Albert's going to be there. He's showing me.
Wow.
Marv Albert. A couple of the. Yeah, I hope Doc's going to be there again. He's saying hope Doc is invited. Doc Gooden. Of course, you know.
Yeah, tell him you know my dad.
Oh, really?
He loves my dad.
Such a nice guy.
Nice guy.
Oh man, I was so excited. I was more excited.
My dad knows him through Mead, and you know Mead also, right? Mead Chasky or no?
No.
Oh, you need to meet Mead.
I was so excited to meet him. You know, and then he got in trouble again.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He made it through the snow to come to this charity event. I was on stage giving away my auction, and I literally said, Doc Gooden is here. This is snow. Look at this man made it here.
Yeah.
And then like 6 months later, he went to rehab again, relapse. I mean, God.
It's tough, It's tough when that's your...
You just, people don't remember how good this guy was.
Oh, my God. He was lights out.
This guy was, when he
Number
came
19?
up, he came up as a kid.
Right, 19?
I
Or
don't
20?
know his number. But when he came up as a kid.
Oh, forget it. He's 19 years old. Maybe that's why I was stuck on 19. Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Through gas. It was just unbelievable. That Mets team in 86 was really
He might have been
good.
a 20-game winner that year.
I think he was, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Jesus, he was unbelievable. That special, that 30 for 30 special, he was number 16.
Yeah.
No, that 30 for 30 special was unbelievable.
So good. I saw it. Yeah.
God.
So good.
Oh my God, it
so
was so
good.
open. They were so open about it.
Yeah.
How do we get on these subjects?
So listen, my can't miss parlay.
Yep.
Michael Chandler plus 180. Weili Zhang, are you okay throwing in a minus 325 into a parlay?
Yeah, that's what the squares do. No, but however, though, I understand it with the dog.
Okay.
John, what the square people do, guys do.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't bet that. I can't lay 3.5 to 1. So they put 4 3.5 to 1 guys in a parlay and 1 loses.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
No, this is
okay.
You're a little different here.
Okay, and then the main event, Alex Pereira versus Israel Adesanya. Here's why this is interesting. The last time Adesanya lost as a middleweight, he went up to light heavy and he lost. But let's throw that out. Okay. As a middleweight, the last time he lost, it was to Alex Pereira before he got to the UFC.
Oh, wow.
So now...
Who's your third leg?
Pereira is going to beat Adesanya.
Plus?
Yes, he's plus 175.
Definitely
I got a plus 180, a minus 325, and a plus 175.
And what's Rob saying he's got here? McCann?
Rob is saying
Who's McCann? Must be a giant dog.
I don't know who McCann's fighting.
He's got to be a giant dog. Here, he's texting right now.
Yeah.
He's got to be because you can't
Meatball. Wait, Meatball Molly?
He can't pay. It can't pay 30 to 1. Wait a minute.
Meatball Molly.
Pereira.
I didn't even realize Meatball Molly was fighting because I always assume that she's only fighting if Patty the Batty is on the card. Meatball Molly is a really fun fighter. She can't be plus 325. Who is she fighting, Rob? I should know this. I'm down on that parlay, Rob. McCann, Chandler, and Pereira pays plus 20. Is that 28.98?
Pereira is plus 180 or 190.
I'll take it.
Chandler's plus 80, 190. Plus 180 or plus 190. Frankie Edgar, he's still fighting?
Yeah.
Okay. Even I know that name. And what's the other one? Meatball Molly?
Meatball Molly McCann.
She's plus 325.
Yeah, she is a gamer. Yeah.
Aaron Blanchfield.
Why is Meatball Molly such a dog? She's been on fire.
Well,
That's
I'll tell you
crazy.
what. It opened up -3. It went higher, so someone's betting on the favorite there. Yeah.
Man, I don't know about that.
Wow.
Meatball Molly is
The girl's name's
gamer.
Meatball? Why?
Yeah, her nickname's
Why?
Meatball Molly. I don't know. She likes to eat meatballs, I guess. I don't know.
God, let's not go any further.
Love. Yeah, I like that parlay. Meatball Molly, Michael Chandler, and Alex Pineda, and then I'd also throw in Weili Zhang.
Wow.
Carla can't beat her. No chance. I know you shouldn't say no chance, but
Yeah.
there's no chance. Yeah, that's a good parlay. I really like that. Oh, come on. Rob says he thinks Carla is gonna win. Okay, yeah, let's bet whatever you want. $100, Rob. Book it.
Huh.
Yeah, so it's a really exciting card. Like if you I actually would encourage you watch that fight
Teddy's
if you
covering
can.
it for ESPN. I didn't
Yeah,
even
this
know
is a
that.
monster card.
Wow.
This is a real good card.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll actually be here in studio on MMA Junkie Radio, which is owned by USA Today Sports.
Is that how you listen to it?
I'll be doing
watching it?
commentary live
Will
with
you
the
be able
guys.
to watch the ESPN version?
Yeah. We'll
Oh.
be watching the ESPN version right in here.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Teddy's doing it for ESPN. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, it's exciting
Dana
stuff.
Dana and him are good friends.
Yeah, I bet.
Dana really likes
Dana
him.
loves the old
Dana really
boxing
likes
guys.
him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, so it's exciting fights. Okay, let's move on to college basketball. Yeah, the basketball has been good to you, especially college.
Yeah, no, I literally typed out notes because my brain is ADD, all functions, all million things going on.
Yep.
All these games going on. Listen, as my members know too, like the smaller markets like the FCS and football, there's been a ton of value over the years in that smaller market games because their schools don't have all the eyeballs on them, and the bookmaker, they know a lot less about the smaller schools. They're paying attention to the bigger schools, and just like in college football and college basketball. You know, I said it on the Showtime Action Show. Who's betting Maine 8 o'clock in the morning, or Coppin State yesterday? Like these smaller schools, there's literally 130 FBS college football teams. So you can draw parallels between the two sports. The books really can't set a right line. It's hard when there's literally 351 teams on a Saturday. Now think about it. You have crossover now these next couple of weeks. College football, college basketball, hundreds of games. 175 games I think were lined for Saturday. You can't get the lines right on all these games. Fairfield, Marist. I mean, like you just can't. So that's a big thing for me. And now let's go on to the next segment of what I wrote here: to buy or not to buy. Mm-hmm. Boy, this is a subject that can get me in trouble. But for my podcast, I'm going to talk about something here for our podcast.
Yeah.
College basketball, you should buy onto the numbers 2 and 3. So you should buy onto those numbers. So if a game's 2.5 and you like the dog, you should buy it up to 3. If a game's 2.5, you like the favorite, you should buy it down to 2. Now, some books have caught on, like Circa. They charge an extra 5 cents, 15 instead of 10. A couple other books in town will charge you. And even offshore, couple though. I have plenty that still can buy for 10 cents.
But still worth paying.
When I worked for the sharpest guys in the world, the guys at Pinnacle, the one guy said to me, if we had a charge, this is back in the 90s, if we had to charge the real price what buying off of 2.5 to 3 is, or 2.5 down to 2 was, no one would bet with us because we'd be charging $1.17, 17 cents extra. We have to just charge the 10. Same thing on the 3, maybe it's $1.15, and even the 5, $1.13. This is 2, 3, and 5 of the college basketball numbers I'll buy to. I'm not going to say that on any major shows this weekend. So any shows that I know all the wise guys listen to.
Right.
I like teaching people on our show and our network here about buying and what you should buy. You should buy onto. So especially if the lower the total, the more it's even worth. Because that means the numbers are going to play truer. The lower the total means the less points are going to be scored. The game's more likely to fall on that number.
And that really, I'm asking, yes.
Yeah.
Does that only come into play when you say that? You're talking about if you're betting long term, then that that number is magic. That's the difference of you being a winning or losing player over time. In a small sample size, I'm just a casual bettor and I'm coming in.
You still should do it.
You still should do it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Even the casual bettor. It's a great advice to them. Listen, like I said, someone will get a hold of this and start saying, "Crack, why are you telling people that?" But anyway, so there you go. There's a good number. Let's go to the next session of it.
Totals.
Yes.
Important.
I'll bet a lot of totals.
Yeah.
I'll bet a lot of totals.
I've noticed.
College basketball totals easier to beat. They move so much though. But
why is that? It seems I'm shocked that it is easier to beat because to me, basketball as a whole, but especially college, seems so volatile. A team can be up 32 at the half and then ends up losing by 13 or 14.
Yeah.
Like, why it's so volatile.
Things, and it's funny, when even if you watch NBA games and something goes up and the team's given 9 and they're up by 19 or 20.
It means nothing.
It means nothing.
That's why I always make a joke and I always say, just watch the last minute of a basketball game.
The last minute, unless you're doing something live, you want to know flow charts, how the game pace.
Yeah.
It's true. Very good, John.
Why is that, though? Like, how is this swing, I don't understand how, when you have that 19-point lead.
Things just revert. Things return to the mean. I go back to the Jurassic Park with the Jeff Goldblum character.
Yeah.
And he's telling the scientists and the things, oh, really? That the only females you've got in the park, huh? I'm just saying things happen. And then go out in the park and they see the eggs. And they say, really? See, you guys saying they don't duplicate. They don't, they won't have little dinosaur babies. Yeah, they are. So things just return to the mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. And then bankroll management, I know you preach this through and through. It's really the most important thing for a bettor, right?
Yeah.
If you had to nail down the most important thing.
Yeah. It's the hardest thing.
It's the hardest thing.
It's the hardest thing because people are going to bet because games are on TV at night. Last game, the Hawaii game. And just because you had a losing day, which I have losing days. I have losing weeks. I mean, it just happens. You don't bet because the game's on TV at night. You keep the same bet amount and it's so important. If you want to just be like everyone else, all your buddies, all your DGen buddies. I know I talked to people back east, Rhode Island, New York, Pittsburgh, Boston, Cleveland, even as far as west as Cleveland and Philadelphia. All you guys, I know what you do. Whatever you have in your pocket, it's going in action. I get it. It's hard to break that. It's a cycle. But however, it's called gambler's ruin, RUIN. You have no chance, even with the best information in the world, you have no chance to have a successful sports betting career not paying attention to bankroll management.
Yeah.
And betting the same amount or percentage of bankroll. Your bankroll grows, that's when your bet size grows.
Yeah.
But, I know because I did it myself. My bet size grew when I was losing.
Right.
That's what happened.
Degenerates,
When I was 18,
You know what I used to tell people that didn't really understand gambling, like the mind of a gambler?
Yeah.
Let's go to horse racing, right? If you told a true degenerate gambler, the 9th race is fixed, 100%. The 5 horse is going to win, and he's 25-1. Here's $1,000 for you to bet on that horse. And it's 9th race, right? A sane person waits until the 9th race. He puts the whole $1,000 on the horse that's 25-1. It's guaranteed to win, and he wins $25,000.
Yep.
The degenerate gambler sits there and goes, "Wow, I've got 8 races to build this $1,000 up so that I can put $3 or $4 grand on this number 5 horse on the 9th race," and he ends up putting $100 on it to break even.
I thought you were going somewhere.
Where do you think I was going?
I thought you were going with, all right, I'm going to bet the whole 1,000, but I'm going to bet the 9 with the 1,
exactas?
2, 3, 4, 5, and key to field, and
I'll throw out the 80-1 horses.
Then the 3-2 shot comes in second, and you would have made a lot more the other way.
Right. Yeah.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
It is.
Yeah. Bankroll management is tough. Let's now we've heard all of this. Let me remind you guys to download the Crack Wins app. It's available on Apple or Google Play, or you can just go to crackwins.com. I mean, you just heard Bill. He's been crushing college basketball for.
Well, we just started.
As a whole.
Oh, as a whole.
As a whole.
Oh, killing it. Over the years?
Yeah.
Kids destroying
One of your strongest.
Destroying it.
Yeah.
The first few months are going to be great. And we just, college basketball now, we're still doing the NFL props, the totals, throwing some other things there mixed in. It's just great to be on the side of a sharp syndicate.
Yeah.
So we get the best of things. I send out a total over 140. It closes at 142. Now, I don't want it to even move, to be honest with you, but I have no choice. I know that after they bet it, after I bet it, it's going to move. So such a small, volatile market where little bets will move lines. So
talking about all this, it just made me think of Formula One coming to Vegas next year. Will you have info on Formula One?
Probably not.
No.
Okay. I don't know. Can you? Yeah, I guess you could bet that, but no, NASCAR information used to be great years ago, but that's even harder to get down.
Oh, it is.
It used to be used to be good. Yeah, sure. When you had pit crews that you knew, different pit crews. Now it's more regulated. Now you used to do times on. This is like a NASCAR racetrack. This table here.
Right.
And you'd have the time. You have a real clocker giving you the real times, not the BS on NASCAR.com.
Right.
The real time on hot tires that have grooved in with the pavement. And,
yeah.
There was a lot of little edges they had there. That's all done.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all done.
Okay. And after you download the CrackWinds app, be sure to go to WSN.com, crack that
there.
open, claim some of your bonuses that are out there.
I'm on there. And tell you what, let me tell you something, guys. I don't know this is something that's going to be new for you guys to hear. Like some of the sports books have posted some giant losses. You just had DraftKings post a $500 million quarterly loss. The stock went down 29% in one day the other day. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
29% in one day, the stock dropped.
Wow.
$500 million. So where do they now go to? Because, they're literally have to go, wait, what are we doing wrong here?
Right.
You're paying athletes $5 million a pop. That could be starting.
Yeah.
You're in left, center, and right field.
Right. They're spending crazy
Stadium.
money marketing.
World Series spent
They're everywhere.
$6 million in the World Series. I mean, you're spending a ton of money. Not just them. There's other companies too.
Sure.
Well, unfortunately, they cut bonuses. They say, "Oh, we got to stop this marketing. We got to stop it. With the accruing to get players. We have to stop that." So the bonuses get stopped. The bonuses get cut down. Well. I'm here to tell you that that's not the way it is on WSN.com.
Yeah, there's always new players in town, right?
No, I'm just saying WSN. I'm clicking on New Jersey. I mean, it's still there.
Yeah. DraftKings still there.
DraftKings deposit bonus up to $1,000. So, but there's FanDuel $1,000, no sweat first bet. Caesars up to $1,250. BetMGM $1,000. PointsBet $2,000 in risk-free bets. Bet365, Tipico, Unibet, Bet Rivers, Hard Rock Casino, Borgata Casino, Golden Nugget. All these have literally $100 to $500 bonuses also still. WSN has negotiated better bonuses for you than you can get at a lot of these different websites going to them. So check that out. It's my favorite part of the website. I usually close with it. I open with it because of that big 29% stock drop of DraftKings in one day. And now they're going to look to cut bonuses. WSN's guys, they have negotiated these real good bonuses for you. Get them all in your jurisdiction. Just go to there. You can go to the states, go to the promo codes. Also, the betting bonus. After the betting bonuses, you have different sections of the sites on the site. Literally NBA stuff. Our podcast, latest from all our you can watch all our podcasts there. Big info I got from a couple guys really liked Paul Matisse's last week. They said, "Wow, interesting that someone could beat horse betting." People like that.
How did that go last week? Were there any of his?
No, he actually was going against the favorite in the big race,
and it won.
So the favorite one easy. Yeah, that was just
It's still a good shot.
You're getting a big plus back.
Right.
Yeah,
because overall
he'll kill him.
Yeah.
We had Darren Rovell the week before that.
Yeah.
With all his $1 million of collection there, and people loved that on Twitter and stuff. I was retweeting some stuff. Anyway, going back to the predictions, latest odds news, soccer predictions, football. U.S. sports betting news, which I love. We just, unfortunately, the sports betting did real bad yesterday across the country. Proven, and like literally all these states did not pass sports betting.
Which is so weird to me.
California,
really all these states, and it's like states that need the money, right? California shouldn't need the money, but for I guess they do. But you'd think they'd fly that through. Like, what is the issue?
Yeah, I don't.
Why can't you spend your money how you see fit?
The big states are California, Texas, and Florida. They didn't get sports betting. California, the Indian tribal casinos just have so much power.
Right.
They have so much power, and they didn't want app gaming, kids in kids' hands and stuff.
Right.
And I think they had to pay too many. There's a lot of different factors. I don't want to guess. There's a lot of things involved.
I know what you're going to say.
That's going on. So eventually it will happen. it will happen eventually. So we'll see.
Promise me you're going to watch the UFC fight this Saturday night. Promise me. Come on.
I'm going to be on a plane.
Damn it.
Yep. But I mean,
a plane with Wi-Fi.
I may have Wi-Fi. Oh yeah, I do have Wi-Fi. Why? So if I have Wi-Fi,
yeah, you're in.
I could probably watch on something.
Or no, the plane. Yeah.
On a plane,
yeah,
Wi-Fi.
you should be fine.
I should watch.
Yeah.
Be able
you
to
watch it on
something.
ESPN Plus. Yeah. You have to buy it, but or unless you have one of those things.
Oh yeah, you can go to that crack stream thing.
Yeah.
I'll talk about it on air. I don't care. People send me this thing, right?
Yeah.
Like crack streams, dot, and there's all different dots.
Right.
Dot this, dot that.
Okay.
And it's amazing how that you can actually watch things.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe how easy it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. I'm sure Dana probably don't like you saying that.
Yeah, probably not. But
Sorry.
I'll send you my link. I get 2 buy. I'll send you my link.
Okay, good.
Okay, there we go. So are you back in studio next week? You got a good. I feel like this is 4 in a row.
Hold on. Next week? No.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, gone.
Nope, I'm gone.
You'll be in New York still.
I'll be in New York. I'm actually flying to New York. Yeah.
Big yellow seat.
I am.
Travis is going to Florida tomorrow. I was trying to get him.
Where are you going?
On
What
Friday.
airline you going?
Spirit, and I was trying to get him in the big yellow seat, and it wasn't available.
They raised the prices so much on these front seats.
Oh, yeah?
Do you know how much they used to be extra? 90 bucks.
What is it now?
$129. $200. So the airline price of the flight was only $139.
Right.
The bag went from $30. It's now $58.
Which is crazy.
For the bag. $58 for the bag and $199 for the seat.
Wow.
So
Still worth
a one-way seat's $400, but it's still worth it to me.
That big yellow seat.
There's an airline called Breeze though. That the CEO of JetBlue left and started his own airline. They fly nonstop from Vegas to like 20 cities. I flew back to Connecticut twice. First class, $350 one way. If you can get it early, $279 one way.
That's amazing.
And big seats. You're in first class.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, nonstop flights to Hartford, Fort Myers. Nonstop. My brother lives in Fort Myers.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Let's do it again next week.
Good show.
We'll see you guys on Wise Kracks.